Well, good morning. Another beautiful day in Motomillion media headquarters. We still have our RSV4 here. Well, it's not ours, the 650's build bike. It's not here for long. Neither is this M1000RR, which is 650 EBS Motomillion M1000RR, because 650 EBS coming to town. Not yet, he's coming next week, but we got a lot of work to do here. If you guys have been following the Panigale V2 build that we're doing, I want to show you a little behind the scenes look at this bike here. By the time you watch this video, you probably may have seen some of the build footage that we have on YouTube as a part of the Panigale V2 series, but we hit a little snag. We want to do a little more custom work on it. You got to go watch the video why, but today I'm going to remove this upper triple and we're going to go to the machine shop. That being said, you guys have probably seen me compare this to a Harley Davidson on our previous vlog, and I'm still waiting and reading your comments about that. And over here, we got Michael Knight's X Diavel sitting right here, and it got me thinking maybe we'll do a comparison between an X Diavel versus the Diavel V4. Call it if you want to call it consumer advice, but what I'll do is that I'll take this beautiful bike out for a ride because they're very similar in terms of specs. So this bike's got a lot of carbon fiber and cleanup work done in terms of the handlebars and everything else, and also the same turn signals that we have on our Diavel V4, but it also has a Termignoni exhaust. And as you know, our Diavel V4 has loads of carbon fiber, Termignoni exhaust, and a lot of cleanup around the handlebars as well. So I think it should be a good comparison. Should you dish out the 30,000 plus for a Diavel V4 and dish out probably another couple thousand to turn it into one of the Motomillion Diavel V4s, or should you just go pick up a used X Diavel? And it's not fair comparison, or it's not direct comparison, right? So this is an X Diavel, this is more of a cruiser, and this is more of a super cruiser where it's more sporty because of the placement of the foot pegs, but we'll go into details when I take it out for a ride. But now I gotta remove our upper triple. Let's take a trip to the machine shop because I got some work to do. Well, the upper triple clamp is dropped off at the machine shop. So this bike currently doesn't have an upper triple, but what I received today right now was this damper mount. And again, if you guys saw the build video, the damper is not mounted, and I'm just gonna try this because it's like Christmas for me when I get new parts. Let me try to fit this on to see if it fits. We're not 100% sure because, as I mentioned on the build video that you see on YouTube, some stuff is not exactly bolt-on, even though if it says bolt-on. When we change so many components, in this case the whole front end of this bike has practically been changed except the calipers. Everything else has been changed. You have to come up with solutions or ways to make things fit. That's why the upper triple is at the machine shop for our reservoir mounts. And that's why I'm so happy because that I received this damper mount piece. That way I could try to see if we could get everything to fit as they should and have it looking as beautiful as possible as well. It's problem solving time. Well, we got our upper triple back from the machine shop, and this is what they did for me. We drilled a hole and threaded that hole so that we could put our reservoirs, which is this one right here. And the idea is to bolt this onto your upper triple, and it's going to look something like this on the bike with one here and another one here. And this brings me to the topic. I was trying to figure out what I like the most about what I do, other than obviously having the perks of being able to go to MotoGP and enjoy my time with the people in the industry, and also in the racing side of things. What I really like with what we do here, and it's exactly things like this, because we have to come up with some solutions when we are building these bikes, and we have these issues, or they're not really issues, but you have to kind of be creative. And it's it feeds my creative side, because yes, I may not be an artist that paints a painting, and I'm not saying I'm an artist, guys, but when you come up with challenges with putting together all these parts that we're bolting on, we have to come up with ways of making things look good as well, because obviously it's got to be functional, but it's got to be beautiful as well, because these bikes deserve the very best of everything. And you know, in this case, we came up with a solution and about to install it on the bike, and when I get to see it, and also on top of it, after putting everything together, when I get to ride it and it's in front of my face, it just gives you that satisfaction of doing things and creating things, because we created a solution to our reservoir mounts for this thing. This is not the only thing that I have to create a solution for. There's another thing that I actually drew a piece. I mean, this is not exactly engineering drawing, guys, but I came up with this drawing and the measurements of what we need for our steering damper mount. Hopefully it's going to be in the mail coming in today as well, so that we can put this Panigale V2 back together, so that I could at least enjoy it all in one piece, and maybe if I'm lucky enough to take it out for a ride, but we got a lot of work to do ahead. So let me try to figure this out, because yes, we have the holes, but we still don't know how to do these bracket pieces and also the fasteners. So we got to find the fasteners that actually fit this, put this, do the plumbing and all that. The plumbing part is easy, but it's just making sure this fits the way that we want it. It's level, it's nice, it's sitting exactly where we want it. Is another challenge, but I'm here to do all this stuff, and also it gets me away from the office life a little bit and gets me in here wrenching on stuff, which I really, really enjoy. Well, let me show you guys something. So this here is our new mount that we fitted, and this took a little bit of time, but it's completely flat and parallel to the upper triple. That's something that I had to make sure it's like that. It doesn't have to be for it to function properly, but it's, again, function and form all together. So the form has to be there, that's parallel. We got this checked off our list. Now, let me do all the plumbing and everything and get the other reservoir on here and permanently mount everything, so that we could finish off officially the handlebar setup of this Panigale V2, which then will help me sleep well at night. Come look, it looks amazing. Now that we got the grips on, look at it. It looks awesome.
It looks like a baby SP2.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking now that the SP2 is also coming. Well, I think I just proved myself the point that I made, what I like the most about my job here at Motomillion. And man, oh man, take a look at this thing. I've been sitting on the rider's seat, taking a look at this handlebar setup. You come and tell me that this does not look good. I don't expect all you guys to agree with it, but this is looking so good with this Tygon tubing with the brake fluid showing through it. These reservoirs that we found a way to mount them very tastefully and functionally as well. Now we can still see our fluid level. I mean, the Minimax is on this side, but if you look at it from this side, you could definitely tell if that's going low or if it's getting dirty that you got to replace it. But this handlebar setup just looks fantastic, and it's just playing so well with the whole theme of these reservoirs in the black anodized aluminum with everything else, but still silver peeking out from here and at other points of the bike. And these silver grayish wheels with this engine casing that is soon to be changed. Stay tuned for the update, but we're going to get rid of these. I need to get the space there, so that silver is going to be gone. But by far, this is the most enjoyable part of my job, because I mean, I got to put this thing together for work, calling it work. I sat down here for quite a bit of time just taking a look at everything on the handlebar. And I guess my creativity for the day is satisfied, guys. But next time this camera is rolling, 650 Eve is going to be in town, and I'm going to do a special vlog episode. We all know that he's not camera shy, so he's not going to mind me rolling my vlog camera around him. And you guys will get to know my relationship with 650 Eve a little more, because it's not all about business with Ebe. I've been a very, very good and close friend with him. He's been a very dear friend for me, and he's actually shared some very cool moments of my life. Being my son being born and him being present here in Miami at the time, bringing me some special presents that I got for myself. So I'm going to leave all the details for the next vlog video, because next time, as I said, that this camera's rolling, he'll be here. He's here to pick up his build series RSV4 that I just got to put one more thing on it before it leaves Miami, and also his Motomillion M1000RR. But what is bringing back for me is the Motomillion SP2 is coming back to Miami. The sale didn't go through. We had a buyer that was going to buy it. It never went through, so we decided to bring it back to Miami because I really miss that bike. I kind of want to put some more miles on it, and maybe someone from Miami would want it. So stay tuned for those updates. Again, I really appreciate all your support, guys. It means a lot, and it seems like you guys are liking this vlog content. So if you like this content, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you like about it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time, guys.